Hey y'all, welcome to the very first episode of The Mental Millennials, where we keep it real, raw, and rooted in growth.
Period.
We're your hosts. I'm Sequoia.
And I'm Liz, and we are two millennials, children of Christ, born and raised in Palm Beach, Florida, the Florida State University graduates, and the bestest of friends.
So whether you're hustling, healing, or just trying to hold it together, this is a safe space for you.
And I want you guys to expect the laughs, expect personal stories, and expect honest truths. But for now, grab your tea, grab your wine, or whatever your flavor, and let's get into it.
All right, so we're kicking this first episode off with a motherfucking story.
Story time.
Okay,
so we went to Nashville for Sequoia's birthday. Happy birthday.
Aries season.
And there's a lot of things we have to cover, but first and foremost, I want to talk about pre-trip prep. Please leave in the comments the most you've ever spent on pre-trip prep. Excuse me, and if you're a girly, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Say that 10 times fast.
Pre-trip prep. Pre-trip prep.
Pre-trip prep.
How much is the most you spent on pre-trip prep?
You know what? I was actually very intentional with not spending a ton of money for this trip. But normally I spend at least a band, like pre-trip planning. Like if you're thinking like clothes, hair, nails, pedicure, like all the things, like it gets up there. And I feel like honestly, like, I don't know, $1,000 is,
I definitely spent $1,000. It was on my hair, which is braids. Now, if it would have been like a sew-in with bundles, that would have been even more.
For sure.
A few new items. If I really went on like a new shopping haul, that would have been more as well. Obviously nails, obviously toes, the waxing of the lips and the brow. What else? Oh, lashes. I think also with Sequoia, she's really good about just keeping these things up in general. So she's a lash girly. She gets her lashes done
every 2 weeks.
All the time. So
every
it's like,
weeks.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Period.
Me.
Me. Well,
it's when it's time to stunt, I stunt.
Period.
It's not a regular for me.
But you don't need to regular, like.
Girls, but the girls that get it. If you're not preparing for your trips, I don't know what to tell you. It was 4 days, but it was worth it.
If you're not preparing for your trip, you probably shouldn't be going on.
Some people are just like fly by the night backpackers. Like I was like backpacking in Europe with one backpack.
Not bad. We're still Palm Beach.
Hostel.
Backpacking in Europe. Some people backpack through like Chicago or like, not that Chicago's not nice, but like
backpacking in Chicago.
But some people like, I know somebody that like packed a backpack. I've even packed a backpack for a trip, but it was an international trip, so I don't want to say. But I know somebody that's packed a backpack for like Vegas, a backpack.
Okay, so this is a question for the audience. Is backpacking, is backpacking just packing a backpack for your travels? Or is backpacking actually, I imagine like you're walking the Great Wall of China, you're climbing the
like
mountains
one of those
of
big ass backpacks.
Or just whatever. I'm just thinking
Tibet.
like you're trying to visit the monks. I don't know. Like I'm just thinking like you're trekking. You're going from like train stop to train stop
to hostel
to
okay.
What are those people hitchhiking?
Okay,
that's like a backpacker to me. But I don't know. You guys tell us. Is it just wearing a backpack? Because I feel like then I was backpacking in Nashville.
We have. Speaking of Nashville, let's talk about Nashville.
Wait. Pause. Just shout out to Baze. A shout out to Shay Mitchell.
Oh yes, we're some Baze babies.
I had my little weekender bag, Maple. What'd you have?
Maple. I had the carry-on, and I had the mini weekender.
The carry-on and the mini weekend. And I also had, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the fanny pack, sports pack,
sling pack,
packing cubes. Shay Mitchell, if you want to sponsor us, like we here.
Maple was the vibe.
Maple nails, maple clothes, maple bag, maple boots.
Period.
No, but back to Nashville. Okay.
Wow.
I mean, we could start with like the Beautiful One Hotel.
Okay, so yes, the Beautiful One Hotel. We stayed at the One Hotel in Nashville. It's one of a few 5-star hotels in the area. You know, we wanted to do it big for my birthday, which we would do it big anyways. But yeah, we stayed at the One Hotel. It was super nice, super nice. Like the ambiance, the room, like everything was fire. Like even down to oh my God, the scent. They like spray the scent on their towels, like on their bedding, and it's not like an overwhelming scent, but it's fire. Even down to like the hotel key. Like even the hotel key was cool as hell. So shout out One Hotel too, because the people that worked there were super nice. Yeah. Like it was a good stay.
Yeah, it was definitely very zen, very earthy, very like resourceful, give back to the earth. It even had the place, like had a spot where you can donate your clothes if you wanted to leave your clothes there, which was literally like, really cool feature to me. It was giving like Tulum, not even Tulum. It was giving like, I never even been to like, Arizona, but it was giving like an Arizona, like a desert, relaxing, like I don't know.
Yeah, it was super zen. Like it was dope. It was dope. It was like lots of greenery. Mm-hmm. Everything was like recyclable.
It's
recyclable. And yeah, like it was.
And then on top of that, okay, we had the best coffee every morning. We had froyo that was awesome. Like honestly, everything in that little like restaurant kitchen was really fire. And then special surprise.
Oh my god!
I will let you finish the story, but I'll set it up. So we were literally in valet, you know, like not valeting our car. They have a car service, and you just wait, you know, every, you know, couple minutes, another, you know, car service will come by. And so we already had our guy, I think his name was Tin. Shout out Tin. And Tin would, you know, come pick us up, take us wherever we wanted to go within like a 2 or 3 mile radius. And so while we're waiting for Tin to pick us up, we see like a whole bunch of Escalades, SUVs, like cars where they're, you know, they're either picking up someone important or dropping off someone important.
Big black trucks.
Big black truck. And then Sequoia, what did you say?
So I saw the big black trucks and I was like, who's here? Like somebody must be here. I literally said it to Liz, and like maybe 10 seconds later, Gwyneth Paltrow hops her little cute self right out the hotel and gets into the black truck that is parked directly in front of where we're standing with the windows down. So we have a clear view of Gwyneth Paltrow.
GP, Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh my God. And guess what she did? Not only, like, I was like, because Sequoia didn't see her yet. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's Gwyneth Paltrow. Like, what? But I try to keep it cool because I'm not like a stalker, but I had to tell my dog. And then she proceeds to like peek out of the window as far as she could and look at Sequoia. I was like freaking out in my own world. And what happened?
So she peeked out at me and I just looked at her and I was like, we love you. And she's like, oh my God, you guys are so sweet. You guys are the best. Like she was super sweet. And I was like, no. I was kind of like starstruck a little bit. Cause I mean, this is like the Gwyneth Paltrow. You little Gen Zers don't know about it, but like, yeah, this is a big deal. And I just like looked at her and said it again. I was like, no. We really love you.
Oh my God. Like,
and she was super sweet.
I literally didn't even know this was going on because I was just so shocked that Gwyneth Paltrow was still in this car in front of me. And what? Yes, One Hotel for the VIP staff. There was also another guy named Dr. Vin Gupta, who's also like a doctor. Like he's like a doctor, but also correspondent for like news networks like MSNBC. He was there. It was just like super like
okay.
Star-studded. Yes. Who are we?
Period.
You know?
So yeah, so good little caveat. So that was one of the good things in Nashville.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The reason we're having this story time is almost like a warning to my fellow Black comrades. If you're Black, you may want to consider traveling to Nashville depending on why you're going. And I say that with all the grace and love for the people of Nashville, the Black people that live in Nashville, you know, no hate. But I do want to, this can be a little informative if you're planning a trip.
For sure, because this was an experience, for real.
And we could kind of get into, like, our first night. So where we first go, we go to Morgan Wallen's This Bar, which is, like, I mean, most of the bars are on Broadway. It's, like, they call it, like, a little Vegas, but, I mean, Vegas is altogether different. But let's play around. Let's call it a little Vegas. It's a huge strip of bars. These bars are usually, like, 4 stories high. Different levels have different live music. There might be a DJ, like, let's say on the rooftop, but otherwise it's, like, pretty much live music every floor. Everything was country.
It's, like, 6 floors.
All country.
All country.
All, like, Morgan Wallen and Luke Bryan.
All, like country. Like, for real country. Which is fine. It's Nashville. Like, we expected country. But, like, I'm talking about... everywhere you go.
Like, that's no way. Like, I would have been happy if they sang that song.
I know. They did not sing that song.
No, but it's literally like the sad country, the lovey-dovey country. Like, first of all, like, there are actual country artists that play great country songs. And I'm just going to shout out the black ones, like Shabuzi. I did not hear Bar Song once.
Not
like
one time in Nashville.
Most number one country song, I believe. How did I not hear that once in Nashville? Also, Tanner Adele, my Buckle Bunny. Like, I didn't hear any Tanner Adele while I was out there. I didn't hear any Britney Spencer, any Raina Roberts. I didn't hear no Beyonce. This ain't Texas. So, like, what country are we playing for? I didn't even hear Dixie Chick. I didn't hear nothing like that.
Yeah, it wasn't no country, like, that we knew or wanted to vibe to, honestly. So, okay. So that was that. We ate at the restaurant because it's a bar/restaurant. And mind you, we looked up the reviews for this restaurant before we went, and it had solid reviews, right? Like,
sure.
It had good reviews. So we're like, all right, we're going to eat at this restaurant for dinner tonight. Cool. I'm just going to say to not spend so much time on this, but, like, when I tell you, when you see those videos where you see people season the chicken with just salt and pepper and nothing else, it was that. I have never had fried chicken tendies with no flavor. Like, not a drip drop of flavor. I felt like I was eating chicken like that they took out of the pack, threw in some batter, threw in some oil, and threw on my plate. Like, in that order. Because there was no flavor. I had to drench that chicken in barbecue sauce.
What else was it? Oh, I was drenching my salad in
barbecue sauce.
Lettuce. I was drenching it in barbecue sauce, trying different ones, like
sweet and spicy.
It was honestly, I'm sorry, Morgan Wallen. This bar, terrible food. I'm sorry.
It just is the truth.
If it's going to be Nashville and people are like, oh, the food in Nashville, like, it's gastro-tourism, absolutely not. If you're going there because you want to eat, nah. Go to, like,
unless you like that. Unless you like chicken that tastes like literal chicken, then go for it. But I don't like my chicken that tastes like chicken. I like my chicken to taste like
Lowry's.
Literally.
No, we don't season with Lowry's anymore, guys. But
do we not?
Do you?
Is there
maybe a little Lowry's, maybe a little garlic salt?
Should I know something? Did I miss something? I don't be watching the news, so
okay, so we lied. We don't season at all. Me and Takoya don't be cooking.
I beg to differ. I cook sometimes. Okay. It's every blue moon, but I be cooking.
I literally don't cook. I can't even tell you when's the last time I cooked. Maybe years, like 5 years ago.
Okay. So anyways, so that's that.
After Morgan Wallen's, we're like, okay, so here comes the being black part in Nashville. Listen, like I live in South Florida, very multicultural place, region, if you will.
And we're born and raised here, so this is what we know. Like, South Florida is a melting pot. Like, this is what we know. So,
however, I will say I did go to, predominantly white schools. I lived in predominantly white neighborhoods. I go to predominantly white places. Like, my stomping grounds is Boca Raton, and so it's
that's where I grew up.
White, if you will. And so I'm very used to being the only black person in a white space. However, it's not like I was the only black person on one level or the only black person in this bar. Like, I'm looking down the strip and there's just, like, no one.
Yeah.
That's black. I mean, there's, like, 2 bouncers, one couple who like put themselves right next to us. Remember that?
Yes.
Just
to blend.
Just to be with us. I feel like they felt uncomfortable. And so that was kind of just like, it was a weird, I've never been in that position.
Yeah,
like,
it was weird.
Just weird. I felt weird. I'm not,
super weird.
No shade, but I felt
it felt weird. That's
uncomfy.
just the truth. Yeah. So because of this, we were like, all right, let's find where our people are. And so Elizabeth asked who'd you ask? You asked?
Oh, I asked the bouncer.
Yeah. So Liz
bouncer.
Liz asked the black bouncer.
Where do black people be?
Where do black people be at? Where do black folks at? Where do we go? Because we want to hear some black folk stuff. And he told us. Well, he told Liz whatever he told Liz, but moral of the story, a couple people said this place vibes. So we're like, all right, cool. Let's take an Uber to Vibes. We get to Vibes.
In the Gulch.
And, we walk up and we're kind of like, all right. Well, we definitely hear some black people music, which is great. We go into Vibes and go to sit at the bar. And when I tell y'all these seats were like, so it was... I don't even want to call them leather seats, but maybe they were, but like the wear and tear on these chairs was unreal. Like they were cracked, holes, you see the foam, like it's just like, so we're supposed to sit on this? Like it was bad. And then the bar had missing pieces. Like it was like cracked. I don't even know
cracked tile. Like tile in your like bathroom or house, let's say it was cracked and like you're resting your palm on some like cement. Like I'm getting cut, I'm getting tetanus. Like no way.
Right. And then I had to go to the restroom. I go to the restroom, none of the locks work. I don't even think they had locks.
No, they didn't.
I had to have Liz stand in front of the door so nobody came in while I used the bathroom. And then when I go to wash my hands, they have somebody ran to like the grocery store and bought a bottle of soap and put the soap out. All the cleaning products for the bathroom were just like out underneath the sink. There's no cabinets, no buckets, just like you see rags, you see Pine Sol, you see.
The fact that your establishment purposely has unlocked bathroom doors in the women's restroom, it's kind of alarming. Like, what have you guys been going through where you're you're forcefully keeping doors unlocked? Like, that's actually pretty nuts to me.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then on top of that, because we have so much, like, it's crazy. On top of that, it was cold out and they have fire pits outside, like, so we're like, okay, cool. Only two out of about 6 fire pits worked. We kept saying, can you turn on the fire pit? And they were like, oh yeah, oh wait, never mind, that one broken. Okay, so then we moved to another one. Can you turn this one on? That one's broken too. And we're like, okay. So literally only 2 fire pits worked in this establishment.
Listen, so we decided to, kiki with some folks. We seen some people, some other college grads. I feel like, a lot of the times as Black people, not everyone went to college. And so when you meet other college grads, did you guys have similar experiences, no matter the school you went to? So, we're talking shit. My school's better than yours. Da, 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 da.
Right.
And I mean, like, we're talking to several men at this point, and we're like beautiful girls.
Period.
Let's leave it there. What happened? Did we get a drink bought?
Oh my God. Not nobody. Not a nobody in this place. And mind you, we're like kikiing with different people, not even just but like just different people. There's some girls there. They're talking about their school experience, whatever. Nobody offered to buy a drink. Like I literally, like, I have never been out and been kikiing with people that have like males and they haven't bought a drink.
Like, even if I'm talking to a girl, it's like, do you want to take a shot?
Yes.
Take a shot.
It was crazy. So that was a thing.
I had to actually ask them, like, okay, guys, like, is it just me or is this place really run down? Like, is this like the club to be at? Like, because this is our first night now in Nashville. So we're like, where do we go from here? Where's the next best spot where Black people go? And what they say?
Vibes. The same place we were sitting at. And so we were like, okay.
That's the best you guys got?
Okay. So now moving on. So that's this establishment. It was a mess. But to add a little cherry on top, right? One of the dudes we were conversing with, you know, he's like bigging himself up. He's like going hard for a school he did not attend.
University of Florida. I mean, congratulations to y'all, but not
whatever.
better than Florida State.
Anyways, go Knowles. But anyways, so he's like bigging himself, big time, big heavy time, whatever. So it's time to go at this point. We've bought our own drinks, a couple of them. And so we're like, all right, it's time to head out. We go to look at an Uber. Mind you, our hotel is not a super far away. It's literally probably like a 7-minute drive, 7 to 10 minutes, if that. We looked up Ubers and they were like hella expensive, like for what we were doing, right? So this guy's like, oh, don't worry, I got you. Like, I'll take y'all back to your hotel. And this is somebody we had been talking to. We don't just like get in the car with strangers, but this is somebody like we were talking to. He went to school. Like we didn't feel unsafe.
Yeah.
So he offers us a ride home. So we follow him to his vehicle. Right, we're en route, and we're like walking to the back of the building, and at the back of the building, there's about 3 cars. All of them, in my opinion, look crazy, but it just seemed like he was heading to the one that looked the craziest. It was so bad. I like stopped in my tracks because I'm looking. We're walking towards it had to be like a 98 SUV, the year 98. It's an SUV. Had to be. I'm sorry.
2004 Kia Sportage.
All right, fine. I doubt it. But we're walking up. The back window, y'all, no cap, is busted out. Like, I don't know if a bitch took a bat to his window
Definitely.
or what, but the back window is busted out. And we're like, okay.
And it's cold.
And it's old. And so I'm looking at him and I'm looking at the car and he's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to like unhook the key. Cause I'm just like, there's just no way.
Yeah. Like, ha ha ha, jokes on, ha ha.
The joke was not on the joke. It was real life. So not only that, so we're like, okay, mind you, it's late. We're just trying to get home, whatever. And honestly, I felt secondhand embarrassment. Like, I'm one of those people where like, I was like, damn, like I can't even act crazy with this. Cause this like, it's bad. So whatever. So we go get in the car. Liz has to move stuff out of the way for her seat. I get in the front seat and I promise you, there is a big ass like crack, like somebody bopped the windshield and there was like a spider crack. So not only is the back window busted out, but there's a ginormous crack in the windshield. And I'm like,
somebody was mad. But the fact that you're offering a car, like
That's
offering
the
a
thing.
ride in this car to us, like, I mean, I know he doesn't know us, but there's no way, the way in which we carried ourselves, I think we have our designer on at this point.
Yes.
I mean, it's just like, there's no way you're like, these are the girls that I'm going to take in my car. They're well suited to take an Uber. We look like we're going to take an Uber XL, like an Uber Black executive. You know, like we're staying in Gwyneth Paltrow's hotel.
it was crazy.
No offense to people with cracked windows. I mean, I think my window's actually cracked right now. Safe Light Repairs, Safe Light Replace. Do they not have that in Nashville? Like, I think it's for free.
I don't know. All I know is that was crazy. So that was night 1 of Nashville.
Before we move on from this, like, vibes being the only place or the best place Black people go in Nashville, I'm very shocked. I'm very disappointed. If that's the case, I don't like that for the Black people in Nashville. Like, there's no way we don't have a beautiful establishment that's owned by us. I mean, because I think it was owned, by the Habibis, I get it. You're doing your thing, but like, keep it up. Like, it's not, are we getting less than because it's Black customers? It like saddens me because, I mean, even like our worst spot here in South Florida, it'd be like probably a luxury lounge for them. So I just want them to have more. And on that note, like literally I read an article after we came back from Nashville and Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre are actually opening up a bar, like I think a 4-story bar called GIN, which is Gin. And so it is going to play hip hop, R&B, blues, folk music. And so I think it's going to be the one like black space completely top to bottom in Broadway. I hope it's going to be in Broadway.
I hope. I hope
that'll be dope. I mean, and imagine, it's going to be crazy. Like I would go back just to see it because we'll all have a place. Like black people and white people that want to listen to hip hop, because there's no way you guys just like country like that. Like I seen y'all in Dirks.
Right. Yeah. So one night we did go to Dirks and they played like today's hits and people were lit. So ghetto.
Listen, we are spoiled Palm Beach girls. I've never felt so proud to be from South Florida. Like we've like talked about like moving other places, like maybe California, New York, DC. I know I used to like New York and DC. She likes California. I like California. But going to Nashville really made me realize how much of a gem South Florida is. Like, I'm calling it the Dubai of America now. Like, we are Saudi Arabia. We're like the best of the best. I'm sorry.
I'm screaming.
Like, don't try to paint us like Florida, man. I used to think it was like the Upper Keys. Hell no. We're class. Like, some of it's, like, stunting and fake, but, like, I'd rather you have your fake Lamborghini and offer me a ride than, like, I'm sorry, that's bad.
No, it's not.
I don't know. Lord, please forgive me, but, like, I just can't, I could not believe it.
I know. It's just the gall, honestly. It was the gall for me, the gall to offer that when that's what you're, like, I just don't understand why you would ever in life think that was okay, but I guess because there's some people that accept that. I don't know, because the gall is just beyond me.
Are we being, drop in the comments, are we being too bougie? Are we being reasonable?
I don't think nobody.
Is it coming from a place of privilege?
It's not even about being bougie. It's not even, no.
Like,
it's not,
like I don't know what's really going on in the center of America.
That is a safety hazard.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, like if they can get it together on Broadway, for these other spots, why is like the one spot the blacks go to just run down?
It was so run down, but whatever. I mean,
all the way here.
All the way here and there,
but like I would say, I think the next day we kind of, or at least one of the days, we did have some good food.
We did have some good food for sure.
Where was that?
I enjoyed Hattie B's. And we had White Limousine, Dolly, shout out Dolly Parton, because that food was pretty good.
White Limousine was awesome.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Mm-hmm. It was a cool spot.
Yeah, super cute spot, super girly like that. I can see, like the bachelorette parties going there, photo bomb spots everywhere. Just super cute. She got definitely shout out to Dolly, and it was in like a super eclectic hotel that said like, oh baby, like we are DEI, like whatever you are, whoever you're with, feel welcome. It was like outside on a plaque of the hotel. I think it's called the Graduate Hotel. So like if you're into like that cool,
it's like swanky,
swanky, welcoming everyone, I would say go to the Graduate Hotel
for sure
in Nashville, and White Limousine
for sure on
the roof. And then we did get our boots.
Had to get some cowboy boots in Nashville because,
little Ariat.
Okay.
Custom brown. No. Okay, these are probably the standard browns.
These are 1,000% the standard brown, but we got them though.
We honestly felt like it was custom for us. I mean, the service, shout out to Lackey.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Our boot
and the hat. I don't remember the hat guy, but the hat guy was dope too. He helped. There were some there were people that were super nice in Nashville and that were
very,
very, very pleasant. There were lots of good things.
Yeah. Like women were like very complimentary. Like they were giving us compliments all the time.
Oh yeah. The girls were looking out. The girls were giving us all the props.
They were definitely big upping us. And it was kind of interesting because like I said, as beautiful as we were, I don't think there was one male that really like approached us or really said anything, offered my drink. Very weird. Girls were cool. We walked around the Gulch with like an old lady for a bit.
Oh yeah. She was so cute. She like was so cute. She walked with us for like a block or two, and she was just giving us all the compliments in the world. She was so cute.
Yeah, shout out to her. We definitely had to go on a panty hunt for me because I did travel to Nashville. I forgot panties. And so this is probably night.
We're not even going to talk about.
This is day 3.
It took her 3 days to buy panties.
No, I think I was making it work with what I had. Sorry, Mom.
Anyways.
But no, literally, I had skirts, bodysuits, I wasn't exposed.
No, you weren't exposed, but girl, buy you some damn drawers. Okay.
So we did literally the night before.
The night before we left.
I came home with some panties.
And they're very cute.
A little 5 for $25.
Right. Okay, so speaking of our last night, and this is probably one of like the last few things about Nashville. It's the last night. All you want to do is get a good night's rest. Actually, pause before that. We went up to the rooftop of our hotel. Beautiful rooftop, beautiful views, like dope spot. We make reservations for dinner there. We
canceled the reservations we had.
We had reservations. We canceled them to go to our hotel restaurant. Long story short, we get to dinner. We order our entrees. We're waiting. We're vibing. The waitress comes out and tells me that my entree is no more. They don't have it. The kitchen's low on ingredients, so they're bringing me short rib. Okay, cool.
My entree.
Liz ordered short rib, so I'm thinking I'm getting the same entree as Liz. No. That's not what we got. We both got two baby.
We got bao buns, 2 bao buns. They're small. With a little short rib mixture in them.
It was like a pinch of short rib.
It literally is like the appetizer of an appetizer.
It was so bad. So she brought that out and we're like, oh, okay. We thought it was complimentary. And she bought us some edamame. We're thinking it's complimentary because my entree is not available. So we're like waiting. And finally, I don't know, did we ask? We might have asked like, where the hell is our food? And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? Where's our food? And she's like, oh, but I told you. Actually, she goes to Liz. She goes, I told her, but I didn't tell you. Like, our kitchen is low on ingredients. And so, like, we don't really have anything.
So you mean to tell me we have bao buns? Mind you, I'm like, oh, bet. Cool. Can we get a menu? And she's like, oh, yeah, kitchen's closed. You're like, what? No way. I'm starving. And mind you, we canceled our reservations we had before. Now all kitchens are closed.
Mind you, we've also been drinking. So, like, we're, like, a little tipsy. We've had some espresso martinis with tequila. So, we're, like, ready to fucking eat.
Yeah.
And we had bao buns for dinner.
Yeah. Ooh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And then she gave us, like a free round of another espresso martini.
Right. So, more alcohol with no food. So, we were planning on going out that night. We looked hella cute, too.
Definitely wanted to go mechanical bull riding.
Absolutely.
That's why I bought the panties.
That's why she bought the panties. She bought the panties for the bull.
Okay. Because I knew it was about to get a little risky.
I'm so glad you bought them. But so that's the goal. Like, we're trying to go bull riding, and baby, we passed the hell out because we were famished. Like, we were so hungry and had been drinking so much with no food that, like, our bodies literally gave out. Mind you, this is the last night. We go home the next day. So we passed out. Literally, we missed the whole night because we were just like trashed. Like,
did we pass out?
But we did not pass out.
Can I just say the title of what this experience was? Because I want to call it. It was the whore next door. And I'll let Sequoia lead off on that note. The whore next door.
Y'all. It was.
I was sleeping at this point.
Yeah, Liz got to get some sleep. I got 0 sleep my last night because of the whore next door. This woman, whoever she was, and I hope you fucking watch this and hear me, but this bitch literally for the entire night, and I'm not exaggerating when I say the entire night, was screaming moans to the top of her lungs. Like, it was unreal. She was loud as hell. And I just know she was fucking lying. I just know she was not getting dick down like that. No. Like, not in Nashville, girl. But like she was just getting like jackrabbit down. And she was moaning like she was getting like some mandingo dick. Like, I was like, you are fucking lying. Like, but all night long, she kept me up all night long. I got zero. I'm not kidding. Zero sleep. So I'm hot. We're hot the next day.
She even woke me up and was like, do you hear this? And I'm like, wait, I didn't hear before, but now I do. I mean, it was crazy awkward. I was too tired to yell, but it was just like absolutely insane. We were like, oh, for sure that's a whore. You're paid. Or sure. Like that's Morgan Wallen next door and you're like trying to make a scene. Like, because we are at the one hotel. So it is like the 5-star hotel in Nashville. I mean, it's expensive. So it's like, Jesus. Like, I mean,
it was so bad. It was so bad. I was so pissed off. I was so hot that this bitch ruined my night's sleep. So the next morning, I was like, oh, bitch, yeah, you stayed up all night, so I'm going to wake your ass up early this morning. And Liz and I both started screaming, the whore next door. You fucking, like, we're cussing her out clean.
Definitely.
The next morning early, mind you, we're up early because we went to bed early because we didn't go out that night. So we're up early and we're screaming, bitch.
Yeah, no, definitely screaming and chanting the whore next door.
Literally.
Trying to actually catch her on her way out. I wish we would have caught her at checkout, but I guess she scurried away. I mean, please don't do that. Seriously,
don't like whatever.
That's so like immature.
It's so lame. It's so immature. It's so disgusting. Like, do what you want in your hotel room, but like to scream and moan like that, it's just like.
Yeah, like drop in the comments. Have you ever been like experienced like that obnoxious people next door having sex? Like, and you could hear them. Has it been like, okay, girl, you got it, or has it made you uncomfortable? I mean, like, what if we had kids and we were a family?
I mean, it was crazy.
What if we were Gwyneth Paltrow? Ugh. And like, why would you ruin her? Never. And then we even played with the idea. We're like, what if it was?
Yeah, we had to like, we had to get creative with our thoughts because we were so tight. Like, I was hot. So, like, all in all, was that it? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, our trip home was terrible, too.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, American, get it together.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was, like, pretty much Nashville in a nutshell.
Subpar food, a couple great hotels, Black people beware, country music lovers. I mean, it's your spot. I would say Black people wait till... Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre open up their spot.
Unless you like country like that and you just want to hear country.
I don't think anyone likes country like that.
From her cowboy boots to her down home roots.
They didn't even play that.
That's crazy.
They didn't play, I want to buy me a boat.
They ain't buy no bumping country music.
Shugga-lugga-luggin', I love that International Harvester song.
Ciao.
They don't play none of that stuff. So don't even if you don't like country like that, I wouldn't go. Bachelorette parties, okay, cute, do your thing, but...
Actually don't, because y'all walking around in gold sequence dresses at noon is tacky as hell. Like, I'm going to tell y'all look stupid as hell when y'all walk around on Broadway in the daylight with them stupid ass, gold ass, sequence ass dresses.
Please, brides, do not make your bridesmaids wear gold sequin dresses or any sequins or anything too flashy while you're just in your casual white. Like, it's not a good look. It's not cute. It's embarrassing.
You don't like your friends.
Don't do it. We were making fun of all of that.
They look crazy as hell. Bright pink, hot pink sequins during the day is crazy.
It's pretty nutty.
There's no time. There's never a time.
Just theme it up. Similar color, little cowboy hat, cowboy boot.
Something cute.
Something slight.
Yeah.
Keep it demure.
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
We're not bringing back demure.
No.
Maybe it's always been in my vocabulary and like you guys brought it out.
Okay.
Demure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway, I think like we've wrapped up our Nashville story.
That's story time.
That is story time. We are the Mental Millennials, and I think you could expect us to see us on Monday, right? We're going to be doing Mental Millennial Mondays, and so we'll, giving you tea, giving you advice.
Giving you story times, giving you our
tears.
thoughts and opinions on current events, all the things.
Yeah, definitely, going to touch on some politics, the Liz report. Definitely going to touch on mental health, as Miss Sequoia is a mental health counselor and therapist. We're going to touch on everything.
Everything.
We're going to touch on God, faith, sisterhood, friendship, all of the things that we love. And we hope to see you there.
Like each other.
Yeah, literally. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, and, leave some comments if you want to hear certain topics from us, have any questions for us that you want us to go over. We love to do that with you because this is a space for all of us.
Yeah.
And yeah, so with
love you.
further ado, we love you.
First episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.